I tried to say I'm sorry, I really miss the glory. Your wicked ways got me lying on the wicked road.
Hello, I'm Sydney Badinsky, and this is my weekly blog. Today we're going to be discussing student groupings and how it can be an effective tool in the classroom depending on the dynamic and context that is pertaining to the environment of our classroom. As we've echoed many times into this program, working peer-to-peer is a very wonderful and effective way for students to teach one another. It was really true that they trust their peers initially more than they might a teacher at the beginning of a class, or it is just easier to ask for help from somebody that is not technically an authority figure. In this regard, I really do encourage peer-to-peer learning. I think it's wonderful when students take that opportunity to teach each other. It's effective for their own memory, the one teaching, and for the ones also receiving the information. It's nice knowing you have a buddy that can help you and you can lean back on when you don't know something. Something that I am very grateful for in the regard of having my AT. I am not very familiar with Adobe Illustrator, but we have a graphics design class this semester. So it's been really wonderful that they've been so helpful and willing to just get me to where I need to be in terms of my knowledge with the program, because even though I am very versatile in the Adobe suite and what I can do with it, Illustrator's not really my forte, but it slowly is becoming it. So we can do random groupings as well. Everybody knows the pressure that they feel when they're put in a group that may not be cohesive. So there is some pros and cons to it, just like any other grouping method that you're going to be using when in education. And importantly, it's just what I would say, at least, when you're grouping people together, try and be cognitive of the varying levels and abilities of each student that you're placing together. You don't want one student doing all of the work for everybody else, but you also want to make sure the students that are struggling do not have any resources to lean on in their group. When you have the go-getters of the classroom, I really do like pairing them together with students that may not necessarily have that firm grasp and understanding of the content material yet, and they're more than happy to help somebody catch up. And again, that peer-to-peer learning, it really just helps solidify these concepts. In terms of working alone, I do enjoy working alone at times. I do like working in groups sometimes. It really just depends on the project and the situation at hand, and to just be mindful. After a certain point, you start to really get to understand and know your students through the connections that you build through them. And it's important to take all of this information and make it useful, right? We're getting to know them. We may as well put them in cohesive groups that complement one another, so we're getting the best work that we possibly can, and everybody is understanding what we're trying to get them to obtain in life skills and the curriculum. As you can see, we have progress on the BTV set. Very proud of my students. They're doing an amazing job. Slowly and slowly, it's coming together. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, it'll be done. We originally wanted a stoop for the set, but we don't know if that's logistically going to be able to happen. We also are waiting for our wheelchair ramp to be built, so that way our students with disabilities that are of the physical nature are able to also participate and be a news anchor if they would like. We are also going to speak about our favorite lesson. Wonderful question. It was hard for me to really pick one in particular. I love all of the lessons that I make because they're all formative in different ways and they all are creative in every way. So it makes it kind of hard to just pick one that you could call your favorite. If I do have to choose though, I would say the film redux was a really wonderful lesson that we did last semester, or our short films as well. I really enjoyed them because it just let the student have a lot of creativity and fun for the short film. They got to write, direct, film, kind of put on the many hats that come into being a film crew, which is a really great opportunity, and we got some amazing results. I will share some here in my video with my students' faces blurred out.
Hello, my name is Mr. Liston, and I'm the communication technology teacher at Beale Secondary School. I got into teaching because I was an editor in the film industry, and then I had kids. All right, this is BTV. That's our board. These are the computers. These are our headphones. Yeah, working with teenagers is fun. They're funny, not intentionally.
Listen, I'm the guy that gives him the thing that he picks the lock with. Big brain. And then he escapes prison, but doesn't really.
They have lots of fun problems that they bring to class, and there's crying, and there's fighting, and mostly crying. There's a lot of crying. Kevin Bacon is not an American treasure. He needs to shave, and I don't know why his face looks that way. He looks like he was in a boating accident.
I mean, he's definitely a guy. He's cool. Doesn't do much teaching, but he's always there. So that's good.
Mark on a long beat. Then you add some legs, draw a couple of arms. Whoa.
See, this is what I was talking about, because
I think I need to start
what the hell
over.
is going on?
Thing doesn't look natural. Okay, starting again, the same way. That's more different then. Close it up real good at the top for his head, and then using.
Yeah, kids come to class and they sleep, and I don't understand it. Go home and sleep. Don't come to class and sleep. It's uncomfortable, and it's annoying, and I will throw things at you.
Hey, can you show me how to make the mask?
I don't know, bang it.
He always tells me to do that. Just look it up. Yeah. He's okay. Yeah, enthusiastic sometimes. Mostly when he's playing. What game is it? Roblox, I think.
Emergencies only. Dog, we're on the Titanic. I'm a big tycoon fan. I like to build things. Someone saw an iceberg. Allegedly.
Probably lying. Through
Yeah.
the binoculars that they didn't have.
It's probably
This is
5G.
robots for.
5G caused the iceberg. I try to play as much as possible, but I am unfortunately bogged down with assignments and work that I'm supposed to do. So I was playing Baldur's Gate for like 3 or 4 hours the other day.
Weren't you supposed to do our Foley?
Yeah, I didn't do that. So,
Oh.
oh my god. And I've been sick for the last week, so I haven't gotten the progress that I need to, and now I have to do report cards. And I don't want to do that. I just want to play Baldur's Gate. So it's a big issue. Okay, guys. I just marked all your assignments. They were all very, very well done.
I did all the grading for that. It took me hours.
Come on, kids, follow me. This is the on-air sign. Doesn't work. Because we work on the on-air system here. Get it? On-air system.
What do I think about Mr. Liston? Well, he's very interesting. He can be a little questionable at times, say some questionable things.
I don't know what most of this stuff
But I
does.
think all in all, he's a pretty good teacher. When he wants to be.
Yeah, my job's pretty good. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. I don't know. They haven't fired me yet. This is gonna be terrible.
What the students got to do, they got to pick their own theme, write their own scripts, cast their own actors, and put on the many hats that involve creating a movie. It was really wonderful to see the final products that we had for our students. It was a diverse range, going from narrative, autobiography, documentary styles to mockumentary, comedy styles, and more. It was an amazing lesson that I do intend to teach again in the future, and really thought it just was an excellent way to bring out any relevant themes that the students thought they wanted to explore and really expand them. It was just the coolest. I love what I do, and I love what we're able to do in the communications department. It's magic. In terms of my final summative report for my practicum experience, I've already submitted it a while ago, so I'm good in that regard. I do have exciting news. I will be supplying next week for Beal here in the communications grade 10 class. It's just right next door to my class that I've been in all of my practicum. It's really nice that I have the opportunity to stick around Beal a little bit longer. My hours are officially done on the 27th of February, or technically the 26th, but I'm going to stay the extra day, and then I'm going to be supplying as well, which is really cool. The timing works out nicely. I'm still going to be able to attend the careers fair in Windsor as my class is done at 9:45. So after that, I'm going to head down to Windsor. I'll probably be about a half hour-ish late to the event when it starts, but it is going for quite some time, so I'm not too concerned about being a little late. It'll be nice to get down to Windsor, see my family quickly before I head back up, because I have a supply job to go back to in London the next day. But that's okay, it's a sacrifice. It's not really even a sacrifice, honestly. It's an opportunity, and I'm taking every single open door that I can find, and I'm trying to see what's in there and see if it works for me. Exciting times ahead. I'm Sydney Padinsky. Everybody have an absolutely fabulous week. I hope you've all been enjoying your reading week. I know I haven't because I've been actually doing work. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and goodbye.